Hello everyone and thanks for joining us. This is AMECO English service and you're watching our daily updates. I am Gaila Damu. Stay tuned. Somalia's bilateral and multilateral cooperation with Ethiopia will be strengthened. President of Somalia, Hassan Sheikh Mohammed, affirmed that Somalia's bilateral and multilateral cooperation with Ethiopia will continue to be strengthened. President Hassan Sheikh Mohammed bid farewell to outgoing Ethiopian ambassador to Somalia, Abdul Fattah Abdullahi Hassan. During their discussion, the president stated that Ethiopia is a strong strategic partner of Somalia, further affirming that Somalia's bilateral and multilateral cooperation with Ethiopia will continue to be strengthened. The president of Somalia, who thanked Ethiopia for its support in the anti-terrorist campaign, also mentioned that Ethiopia is playing an important role in the peace and stability of the region. Ambassador Abdul Fattah Abdullahi Hassan, for his part, thanked the president for the support given to him during his stay in Somalia, according to Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Police and Peace and Security Departments of Bahar Dar City Administration disclosed that all the necessary preparations have been completed to make the stay of tourists peaceful and safe. Modo Muliye has the details.
January is one of the most eventful months of the year for the Amhara region. It begins with Genna, the birthday celebration of Lord Jesus Christ, and goes on to Timkat, the festivity of the Ethiopian Epiphany, and others. Both domestic and foreign tourists travel into the region to be part of these colorful events. In the capital city of the region, Bahar Dar is one of the tourist-targeted destinations. For the upcoming religious and public holidays, a large number of tourists are expected to flow into the city. Bahar Dar City Administration Police Department and the city's Peace and Security Department issued a joint press release focusing on the city's preparation to welcome tourists from all corners and the peace and security workers. Bahar Dar City Administration Peace and Security Department Chief Adaragash stated that the city of Bahar Dar and its surrounding is free from any kind of peace and security threats.
ያለምንም ስጋት ያለምንም ችግር ባህር ዳር ከተማ ላይ መጥተው ተዝናንተው በዓላትን አክብረው መመለስ ይችላሉ.
Without any kind of threat or problem, our tourists, both domestic and foreign, may come and enjoy staying in our beautiful city and being a part of our wonderful religious and public holidays. There is nothing for our guests to worry about here. Our security force is well oriented and fully on the standby to keep them safe and feel at home.
ምንም ስጋት ሳይገባው ያገር ውስጥም ያገር ውጭም ቱሪስት እንዲመጣ ጥሪያችን እናስተላልፋለን.
The Peace and Security Chief also said the people of Bahar Dar City and its surrounding are very hospitable and service delivery institutions and centers are fully prepared to welcome tourists from all corners. Bahar Dar City Administration Police Department Chief Commissioner Atankut Ayalio on his part said the police department is jointly working with the Peace and Security Department in order to keep the city safe and secured for tourists during their stay in the city.
ሰፊው ይታደርገናል ከዛ ደግሞ ከወደ ጣቢያና ወደ ጎጥ እንዲወርድ አድርገን
We have well organized our police and peace and security forces from up to down into a community service level. Generally, at this time, the city of Bahar Dar is absolutely peaceful for tourists to move wherever they want and to stay as long as they wish. Not only the city of Bahar Dar, but its surroundings are peaceful and secured as well. Other tourist destinations like Tisat Falls and Dege Peninsula are also peaceful and well secured. Without any peace and security threat, tourists can freely move and visit these areas.
Generally, Bahar Dar አሁን ባለው ሁኔታ ሰላሟ የተጠበቀችና ቱሪስቶች እንደፈለጉ መንቀሳቀስ የሚያስችልበት ሁኔታ የደረሰበት ሁኔታ ነው ያለ።
Ganna, the birthday celebration of Jesus Christ falls on the coming Saturday, and about 10 days after Timkat or the Ethiopian Epiphany is colorfully celebrated in Bahar Dar city and all over the region.
I feel home in Bahar Dar. This is the city where I had the privilege to come in. I basically feel at home. I love the people very much. Ethiopian people in general, on the Bahar Dar people in particular, from all my experience here, are extremely unique, friendly, and very resilient people. I admire them, I respect them, and I cherish them.
And Bahar Dar especially is a place where I consider as home, because in these 3 years it has been a nice time. We stay brotherhoodness and togetherness, and the love and the companionship and the welcoming is a great, and life has been comfortable, and irrespective of other challenges, but we thank God, challenges are everywhere. Yeah? So we appreciate your love for us, and we appreciate your welcoming for us.
The place that all my travel all over the world, this is a very unique place. I never felt distant, I never felt isolated. Every day I'm extremely delighted to wake up and go to work, and then be able to travel, to be able to walk, talk to them, from children to elderly people, men, women. It's very unique country and very unique people. To enjoy all the religious sites, which the religious singing, it's just very unique. And the climate definitely is the best I have encountered in many places I have been.
As the relation from outside, of course, you can see people admire, they see you are a new person, and they admire, they want to be your friends, and most of the people, they want to interact with me, and they want to make friendship, and this is the best thing, of course. Everywhere you go, you have to create friendship and have relations with people, and of course the culture I admire, of course. Diversity is important in everywhere, so we appreciate every culture, and it is unique. I like it. I like everything, whether the food, everything is just perfect, and I like that. And of course, interacting with people, and it's just amazing, because you see your brothers, fellow Africans, and people, they love you, and of course, yeah, we appreciate that.
So every minute for me is very precious, and the most important thing is really my thanks to the people around here. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate. They are gentle, they are welcoming, they are open-minded, and that surprised me very much. But remember, Ethiopia is the heart of Africa, and you can see it here. I like just again one more time to share with our fellows, and this is from my heart, not from anything outside. Ethiopia is a place to visit. Ethiopia is a place to experience. And Ethiopia is really, basically the bedrock of human civilization, because I can go to any place around Ethiopia, and particularly if I come here, Bahar Dar, on the farming, which I love the farmers, it's just very unique. What Ethiopia offers, you don't see it any other place.
Ethiopian scientist Professor Haragoin says, break vicious cycle of conflict and war. The Ethiopian scientist Haragoin Asafa said, we must build a country that is suitable for the future generation by breaking the vicious cycle of conflict and war. Abeba Brhani has the details.
She emphasizes that Ethiopians need to get out of the vicious circle of war and conflict and rebuild a country suitable for future generations. The professor noted that the peace agreement reached to resolve the problem in northern Ethiopia peacefully is an important step for lasting peace. Born around Adwa of Tigray region, Professor Haragoin Asafa is a senior scientist in drug research who has filed for several patents to protect her inventions with fellow counterparts. In an exclusive interview with Ethiopian news agency, she underscored the importance of only peaceful dialogue in the country. According to the professor, peace is the only option to bring development and progress. Therefore, everyone should give priority to peace and work since there is no substitute to peace. She believes that it is appropriate to teach the generation about unity rather than differences. Hence, Ethiopians must get out of the vicious circle of war and conflict and build a country that is suitable for future generations.
ሰላም የሚመጣው አብሮ ከመስራት ከአንድነት ነው ከፍቅር ነው የሚመጣው
Peace emanates from working together, unity and love. Especially in the 21st century, fighting must be avoided. Guns do not solve problems. If we start talking about love and unity in a state, we can solve problems. Through education, we can solve every problem. If we tell our students that guns kill, that is enough as everything starts at home.
በትምህርት ነው ሁሉ ነገር የሚፈታ ብለን ምናወራቸው ጠበንጃ ይገላል ብንላቸው ስራስ በቂ ነው
The professor noted that it is necessary to inculcate patriotism, empathy, unity and build a country suitable for all citizens. She stressed that in order to lift citizens out of poverty, ensuring development and lasting peace should be a job that cannot be left for tomorrow.
ለሚቀጥለው ትውልድ ምን እናውርስ ከሰላም በላይ ትልቅ ውርስና ቅርስ የለም
There is no greater legacy than peace to the coming generation. Thus, it is crucial that we build peace for the next generation. Now, I have added 5 years to my age. But if I don't live in peace, living 10 years is meaningless. What is the legacy I am leaving to contribute to peace?
ለልጆች ምን ልተውላቸው በየሳስብ ሰላም ደግሞ በጣም የመጨረሻው እንትን ይይዛል
Professor Haragoin further said that when she thinks about what she would leave for her children, peace takes the first place. If there is peace, people will get out of trouble. They will not be beggars. For Haragoin, the peace agreement has a special meaning and all should support it. Recall that following the Pretoria Peace Agreement, the government of Ethiopia has been restoring basic services, providing humanitarian aid widely and rebuilding destroyed infrastructures.
State Minister of Foreign Affairs Ambassador Burtukan Ayano said attracting investment should remain one of the primary goals of Ethiopian mission. And Netanyahu tells us more.
Senior officials from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and affiliated institutions to the ministry, as well as mission leaders, paid a visit to textile and malt factories in Bole Lemi industrial parks. The Ethiopian Investment Commission presented a briefing on the country's investment potential and the legal reforms being implemented in the sector. The visit included discussions to address investment challenges and attract foreign investors to Ethiopia. Ambassador Burtukan Ayano, State Minister of Foreign Affairs, who was present during the visit, stated that attracting investment should remain one of the primary goals of Ethiopian missions, especially given the country's current situation. It is to be recalled that the annual meeting of Ethiopian ambassadors, heads of mission and officials of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is being underway in the Africa Leadership Excellence Academy in Sululta. Visiting of various investment projects being underway in the country is part of the annual event organized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Ethiopian Investment Commission jointly with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ethiopian Industrial Parks Development Corporation (IPDC) also organized an investment updating session to the Ethiopian diplomats on Monday. The event aims at the establishment of a workable communication platform and strategies to promote the country's investment potential and attract an increased foreign direct investment inflow to Ethiopia.
German KfW Development Bank and Development Bank of Ethiopia hand over combined harvesters to lease finance customers. German KfW Development Bank funded and Development Bank of Ethiopia purchased 9 combined harvesters were delivered to lease finance customers with the view to enhancing agricultural mechanization. Modomulie has the details.
During this 5th round delivery of the combined harvesters, Development Bank of Ethiopia President Yohannes Ayalu said the German government through KfW Development Bank has allocated 30 million euros to finance the purchase of agricultural mechanization machineries such as tractors and combine harvesters. In the 5 rounds, the banks have delivered 41 combine harvesters, 9 tractors and 39 implementers, which is a total of 89 machineries to agricultural mechanization leases around Addis Ababa, Hawassa, Bure, Shashamene and Addis, the President disclosed.
So far, 41 combine harvesters, 9 tractors, 39 implements have been purchased and delivered to agricultural mechanization leases, who lived around Addis Ababa, Hawassa, Bure, Shashamene, Adama, Asella, Halaba, Gobba and Batu. Having handed over these 89 machineries in total, I'd also like to inform you that 61 tractors, 35 combine harvesters and 17 implements are in procurement process.
According to him, Development Bank of Ethiopia, which has been promoting agricultural mechanization, will further strengthen its commitment and make a difference in transforming the agricultural sector. Out of the more than 33,000 small and medium enterprises that received training since 2021, 530 have applied for agricultural lease machineries, estimated to cost 82.2 million euros, it was learned. KfW Development Bank Director Diana Hedwig said that KfW is working in close cooperation with the Development Bank of Ethiopia. The mandate of KfW Development Bank is to finance investments such as infrastructure and equipment, as well as policy financing. She said that they have been active in Ethiopia for more than 50 years and currently they finance projects in a total amount of 750 million euros.
Our sectors of engagements are technical and vocational education and training, private sector and financial development, rural development and agriculture, good governance, displacement and migration.
KfW is supporting the Ethiopian government's initiative to enhance agricultural mechanization and modernize agricultural practice in the country. The agricultural mechanization leasing project has been funded by Germany's Ministry of Economic Cooperation and Development through KfW and executed by the Development Bank of Ethiopia in cooperation with the Ministry of Agriculture to accelerate agricultural mechanization and realize the potential of the agricultural sector.
You're watching AMECO Haber English service and now let's proceed to news beyond borders. A family of 9 has died in a double car bombing in central Hiran province, Somalia, an eyewitness has told the BBC. A further 26 people were also killed, the local deputy police commissioner told the Reuters news agency. The Al-Qaeda-linked group Al-Shabaab has said it was behind the attack. The district commissioner of Mahas town said his home and that of a local MP were the targets. Al-Shabaab has been losing ground in recent months after President Hassan Sheikh Mohammed pledged total war against the Islamist militants in August following an outbreak on a popular Mogadishu hotel which saw more than 20 people die. 2 months later, twin car bomb explosions near a busy junction in Mogadishu killed at least 100 people. Al-Shabaab also said it was behind that attack. President Mohammed subsequently mobilized the Somali army and government-backed clan militias in a bid to take villages and towns from Al-Shabaab, which controls large swaths of the country. Despite their losses of territory, Al-Shabaab has continued to carry out attacks in central and southern Somalia. Both African Union forces and U.S. funds have been allocated to assist Somalia in its fight against Al-Shabaab. Dubai cuts alcohol tax as it competes for attracting more tourists to float into the country. With competition of tourism heating up, In a Persian Gulf region, Dubai's New Year resolution appears to be attracting more visitors and expatriates as the emirate has suspended its tax on alcohol. Pranu Yismail presents Washington Post report.
With competition for tourism heating up in the Persian Gulf region, Dubai's New Year's resolution appears to be attracting more visitors and expatriates, as the emirate this week suspended its tax on alcohol and dropped the fee for drinking license. Dubai's tolerance of liberal lifestyle, at least compared with its neighbors, has for years made it one of the Gulf's main destinations for tourists and expats, with both groups having to pay a 30% tax on alcohol. While Dubai does not allow Muslims, who constitute the vast majority of its citizens, to imbibe, the relaxation of rules will still have far-reaching implications, as about 90% of the United Arab Emirates population are foreigners. The relaxation of regulations also comes as alcohol-free Saudi Arabia tries to lure expats from Dubai, one of the UAE's 7 emirates and the region's economic hub. In the past year, the UAE also loosened laws governing heterosexual sex and marriage. Dubai's population grew up more than 7% to 3.5 million from June 2019 to June 2022, according to the government estimates. A license is required for foreign residents in Dubai to drink alcohol, transport it or store it at home. But the roughly $73 fee for the license was also dropped, following the recent directives of the government of Dubai, said retailer Maritime and Mercantile International, a subsidiary of the state-owned Emirates Group. The fee was required only of residents, as tourists can receive temporary license for free. Lawrence, who spoke on the condition that only his first name be used as he was not authorized by his employer to speak on the topic, said many expats in Dubai pick up liquor and duty-free stores while traveling. The suspension of the alcohol tax will save him from those errands, he said, although he was not optimistic that the savings would be passed on to customers at bars. The competition for tourists and foreign professionals is growing stiffer in the Gulf region, with countries such as Saudi Arabia and Qatar seeking to win themselves of dependency on oil revenue.
That's all the news we have for today. I'm Gaila Damu. Thanks for watching and stay tuned with the rest of our programs.